I'm not allowed to eat mushrooms. Actually, that's not quite true. I am allowed, it's just the consequences are not very nice. I'm allergic to them. And as allergies go, this one isn't too bad. I feel really sorry for those people who have allergies to things like dairy or wheat that are in almost everything we buy, it seems. And I guess lots of us restrict our diets for all sorts of reasons. It might be because particular foods make us a little bit gassy, a bit unpleasant to be around, or we can't abide the taste of something. It might be we're trying to be more healthy and so we're a bit more strict with ourselves. It could be allergies or medical conditions. But I wonder if any of us have ever considered restricting our diets for religious reasons. Lots of people do. There are many forms of religious beliefs that forbid their followers to consume certain things or which impose strict diets at certain times. Most of our Bible is written to and written by people who followed the Jewish law with its own restricted diet. It's not something we really do as Christians. In fact, in 1 Timothy 4, Paul writes against the false teachers who are advocating strict diets. The false teachers forbid people to marry and order them to abstain from certain foods which God created to be received with thanksgiving by those who believe and know the truth. For everything God created is good, and nothing is to be rejected if it is received with thanksgiving. In Matthew 15, Jesus talks a bit about this. He says that what we eat and how we eat it is not what's important. It's not the things we put into our bodies that make us sinful. Rather, it's what comes out of them, what comes out of our mouths, what comes out from our hearts, the sinful things that we do and say. And too often as Christians, as people indeed, we get caught up in appearances. We follow the rules because it's important to us that we're seen to be following the rules. It's the thing we do. But this doesn't make us righteous. It doesn't make us right with God, just obeying the rules. Let me give you an example. You turn up somewhere to buy something, say you're at Tesco's and there's a huge queue, and even though you'd rather not wait 15 minutes to buy your trolley full of toilet roll, you do what you know you should do. You join the back of the queue and you wait. And you wait. And as you're waiting, checking your watch every now and then to see exactly how long you have been waiting for, they open another checkout next to you and some bloke waltzes up, having not been part of any queue at all, and he gets served straight away. He buys his things and goes, as if there's never been a queue. I wonder how that makes you feel. I wonder how you react. Many of us, I think, start to feel a bit aggrieved. We might even complain, I've been here for ages. Surely it's my turn. We might get angry or frustrated. We might moan about it to the people stood around us in the queue. Oh, did you see him? Did you see what? Yeah. Maybe you wouldn't. Maybe you are far more gracious than I am. I'd be annoyed. And my point is this: obeying the rules, be they about queuing nicely, coming to church every week, eating the right foods, obeying the rules is futile if our hearts are not in the right place. If we grumble and get angry and upset for no reason, if we gossip and moan with others because someone's gone through while we've been waiting. The false teachers in Timothy's day told everyone that being a follower of Jesus was about obeying a certain set of rules, doing things in a particular way, refraining from eating certain foods. And Paul says this is nonsense. It doesn't matter what you eat as long as you receive it with thanksgiving, he says. Where your heart is far more important than standing in line and waiting your turn. That doesn't mean I think you should skip the queue. But where your heart is a lot more important. There is no amount of rule keeping that is an adequate substitute for a living, loving relationship with God. Obeying Jesus' commands should flow from knowing him. Keeping the rules, obeying him, should flow from Christ-centered hearts. Get your heart in the right place and the rest will follow. I wonder what you can do to recenter your heart on Jesus today.